are live inside the Coyote Den. Some pregame action. You're seeing some of the JV boys playing out there right now. But right now, I have with me the head coach of the Lady Coyotes, Coach Leslie. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening.
Hey man, thank you Nash for having me.
Yeah, and totally ready to play tonight. So it's been a really successful season just with the win in the previous week on Friday. The Anna Coyotes are officially in the playoffs. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's tough to be mad.
Yeah, man, we're just super proud of our kids and our staff. They worked really hard. They earned it. So excited to continue our season. 'Cause this is the last guaranteed game we got tonight, and then we start our playoff journey next week.
So detail this matchup versus Denison tonight just really quickly for me. What is the mentality going into this game? Has it changed at all from what you've gone into with previous district matches, or is it still the same go-ahead attitude?
Man, it's go ahead. The last couple of weeks we said our playoff journey started early, just so we can get our mindset right. Our kids responded well to it, beating Walnut Grove last week. So we're treating this game as another playoff game tonight. Denison, they're athletic, they're long, they can shoot the ball, but we're excited for the challenge tonight.
So looking forward towards the playoff action, you had a lot of players who were returning from this year go through some of the woes of making the playoffs, I believe, or just missing within the first round.
Yeah, we made the playoffs last year, lost in the second round by 5 to Alvarado. And the year before that, we lost in the second round. So all of that has accumulated to be part of our journey. And so, really excited with this senior groups. Last time they're playing at home tonight, and their leadership is going to carry us through the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, and the teamwork and the chemistry really is the most important part of this whole Anna team because, I mean, how long have these girls played with each other?
Man, some of them been in Anderson second grade, but we've been together as a group since seventh grade. And so it's really special to see them grow up. Um, from little kids and to now they're seniors, getting ready to go graduate, go off and do big things in the world. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean that's really something special playing with the same core unit the whole entire time. So after losing in the playoffs in the second round last year, what do you know now and what does the team know now going into this? What different gear are they going to have to shift into to have even more success this time around?
Man, every possession matters. Every loose ball, every rebound matters. We've talked about that in practice. We talk about that during games, during timeouts. And so we're just excited for the challenge and excited that, first year in 5A, a lot of people didn't think we would be successful. And I think we handled 5A basketball just fine.
Yeah, I mean after moving up to 5A, y'all finished solidly at third place in the district. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, coach.
Thank you, man. Go Coyotes.
Yep, that was Coach Charles Leslie here with us pregame. This is Kyle Vision. We will be back with the start of the women's basketball game coming up here just after this JV game. They take on Denison, take on the Yellow Jackets. Stick around on Kyle Vision, and we'll be back.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes. ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Get it done right, right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Since 2008, the Anna ISD Education Foundation has worked in partnership with the school board and the school district staff to help further opportunities for Anna ISD students. We are a 501(c) not-for-profit corporation chartered to enhance and invest in educational excellence in the Anna Independent School District. Our programs include grants for great ideas for teachers and principals, and continuing education scholarships for teachers and students. These activities are made possible through generous donations from corporate partners, parents, AISD employees, private grants, and community organizations. Please visit our website at annaisd.org to find out how you can support the Anna Education Foundation.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit. Peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Get it done right, right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Since 2008, the Anna ISD Education Foundation has worked in partnership with the school board and the school district staff to help further opportunities for Anna ISD students. We are a 501(c) not-for-profit corporation chartered to enhance and invest in educational excellence in the Anna Independent School District. Our programs include grants for great ideas for teachers and principals, and continuing education scholarships for teachers and students. These activities are made possible through generous donations from corporate partners, parents, AISD employees, private grants, and community organizations. Please visit our website at annaisd.org to find out how you can support the Anna Education Foundation.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better.
Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long.
Thank you, Pete. Live inside the Coyote Den this evening for some Lady Coyote action, some women's basketball action. It's the Anna Coyotes taking on the Denison Yellow Jackets. Thank you, everybody, for being here this evening. Nash Lowry on the call with you in the Coyote Den. It's the 19 and 13 Jackets going up against the 23 and 9 and playoff bound Anna Coyotes. Yes, you heard right. The Anna Coyotes are in for the playoffs. Taking a look at the district standings here, these are the official standings. Subject to change potentially tonight, but with McKinney North losing, Anna has solidified their spot in the playoffs. Top four make it to the playoffs. Lovejoy at number one. Then it's a three-way tie between Melissa, Anna, and Walnut Grove. Those teams do not play each other for the remainder of the season. So pretty much their records can change, but the head-to-heads cannot. Denison wins the opening tip. So with that, Denison stands at 6th in the district. So Denison stands nowhere to go, but Anna could finish 10 and 4 in district play with a win here tonight. This is the last game for some of these girls inside the Coyote Den, as there are only road games as well as playoff games, which are neutral locations, after today. So very, very high-spirited game for the Coyotes this evening. And first free throw taken of the night, shot by Nation Gilmore. So the starting five for the Anna Coyotes: Noel Renfro, the two guards, Ivy Jackson and Reagan Wright. The center, Iona Cooper, and then finally Holland Jackson, who was all the way down open in the paint. Here's a running floater taken by Renfro, so that'll send her to the line. Noel Renfro had a great showing in the previous game against Walnut Grove to detail Anna's last game against Walnut Grove. They won that game 38-34. Our program did go dead towards the end of that game, but essentially it was a 2-point game, and Fort Worth Walnut Grove had fouled Iona Cooper, and Cooper went to the line and sunk 2 free throws in a row, sealing the game for the Coyotes as well as their playoff hopes. So Iona Cooper, with 2 made free throws, pretty much secured the playoff berth for the Coyotes. In the starting lineup, Ivy Jackson loses the ball, trying to take it up the court. Advance pass up ahead. Reagan Wright was on the close down, Grabs the offensive board is Raleigh Johnson. Johnson and Jackson fighting over it. Jackson wins. Holland and Cooper. Cooper in the corner. And it goes through. The first made three of the game by Ayanna Cooper. And the starting lineup for the Denison Yellow Jackets, bringing it up and getting fouled on her way down, was Ayanna Barbers. Just behind her, wearing number 2, is Jubilee Bess. Wearing number 12 is Raleigh Johnson, as I mentioned earlier, as well as number 24, Nation Gilmore. And finally, wearing the number 33 is Kaylee Massenberg. Starting 5 for the Denison Yellow Jackets. And a travel is called as Massenberg tried to head out of the paint. Cooper stopped her dead in her tracks. She had to turn around on the elbow and travel, drug the foot. Minute and a half already gone from this game. This game is a very high-spirited game for the Coyotes, as this is some of their last experiences they will get in their own barn. Excellent save by Renfro, and then from right, but that one goes out of bounds. Cooper saves it, and it's still here in the half court. Coyotes have a ton of numbers, but Reagan Wright tried to moss Noel Renfro, and it ends up in a turnover. Cooper, the only one left back on defense. What a stop for Ayanna Cooper. Nice block there as she blocked Nation Gilmore all alone, 1v2 in the paint. Stepping out of bounds on the baseline was Jubilee Bess. So going down the schedule history for Denison, started off as a really successful beginning to the season, winning 3, 6, 9, their first 9 games. They started the season off 9 wins in a row. Then on their 10th game, they had a loss to Frisco Emerson. After that, they matched it with 2 wins, and then it pretty much went win-loss, win-loss, win-loss with a 4-game losing streak starting on the 10th versus Walnut Grove, as heading to the line and getting fouled is the Denison Yellow Jacket, Jubilee Bess. And then both of these teams played each other in early January. We'll call it mid-January, actually. It was January 11th. The Denison Yellow Jackets came to play against the Anna Coyotes, and they lost that game 74-49. So last time these two teams played each other, Anna put on a walloping. Heavy advance pass from Ivy all the way down to Holland. Nice ball movement. Finds Ayanna in the corner again, and she hits it 2 for 2 from the three-point line for Cooper from the exact same spot. We know that's her gig early on in this game. Steal by Renfro. Nice pass deflection. Now they're going to slow it down and bring it up. Never mind. Advance pass. Reagan has an opportunity to slice and dice this defense. Ayanna Cooper drives baseline. She was blocked. Blocked once again. Now it's even. Oh, and what a steal. Just taken directly away from her was Kaylee Massenberg. So 2 blocks and a steal on that possession for Massenberg. On Cooper. That's some tough stuff to do. Coyotes picking up the pace, up 7 with just over halfway gone here in this first quarter. They're going to catch a foul as Reagan Wright was bringing it up the court. I believe this one is going to go on Jubilee Bess, a blocking foul. So essentially when it comes down to this season, as Cooper lands yet another one, and Coach Leslie calling for timeout, and he will get it. So Coach wanted a timeout as it was on the baseline, so it had been inbounded, so Anna did not have possession. However, because the timeout was called before play stopped, timeout does go to the Coyotes. So we'll take a quick break. Ayanna Cooper 3 for 3 from the line so far on Coyote Vision. Never mind, we're going to keep it here. Keeping it here just as the Coyotes are keeping it hot down there on the court, leading 13-3 through just one half of this first quarter, and it's all been at the hands of Ayanna Cooper. 1 block and 3 threes already in this game, looking to score in double digits in just the first quarter. She's only 1 point away from doing it, so all it would take is a free throw trip to the line. So once these two teams played on the 11th, it was pretty much downhill there from Denison. They played Anna, and that kick started a 5-game losing streak. And then they won at Greenville, won at Sherman, and then that brings us to today. So there you go. This is Denison's last game of the season. So Denison has a little bit extra motivation going for them as they would like to end their season on a win. And the Coyotes also have some extra motivation as they would like to end their last game in this gym on a win. So both of these teams really would want a win. I mean, you could say that about really any games. Nice steal by Holland Jackson on the pass deflection. Halfway through. Advance pass, or is a cut pass inside. Both Jackson and Cooper were cutting, and Cooper's going to get that trip to the free throw line after grabbing her own rebound and going up for the second shot. So looking at the season breakdown for the Anna Coyotes, it has been a doozy, and Ayanna Cooper is already in double figures in just the first quarter of this game. And we still have a lot to go. Cooper with 11 points already. Of course, Anna started off 2-game win streak, 2-game loss streak. They pretty much went win-loss, win-loss, win-loss for about their first 15 games. And then with a win against Wall on the 26th, that kick-started a 6-game win streak until they played the first place in district Lovejoy on the 10th. But Anna has done particularly well in their head-to-head matchups, especially against in-district opponents. They have a win against McKinney North, against Melissa, against Sherman, and they took a loss against Walnut Grove on the 7th. Then afterwards, they won against Denison, as I mentioned earlier, so they lose the season matchup against Lovejoy. Nice drive to the hoop there by the Yellow Jackets. Lost the in-season matchup to Lovejoy, beat McKinney North in the in-season matchup, 1-1 as they tied Melissa, beat Greenville, beat Sherman, beat Walnut Grove, and now to Denison to see if they can complete the season sweep on Denison, and it's going well so far. Had an open baseline opportunity, but too many decisions going through her head as traveling is called. Traveling will go on Sean Smith. Cooper, Ivy, Renfro. Now subbed in is Kyla Williams and then Reagan Wright. So Holland Jackson is out of the game and Kyla Williams is in. Nice bully ball move from Ayanna Cooper down low. Getting it going. So she has 13. Looking to get her due diligence done. And as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Correction on the previous bucket by Denison. That ball was scored by Addison Robbins. I had the wrong roster pulled up. Reagan Wright from outside. Kyla Williams taking a long 2 off the offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Coyotes. Another one for Renfro. Another one, and this one was finally scooped away. And a reach-in foul as bookending on the Yellow Jackets were Ivy Jackson and Kyla Williams. So Kyla will get the foul. That is going to send Anna up immediately, I believe. Looking to set up for a free throw here. No, so that was the last foul that the Anna Coyotes had left to give. So now any other fouls, any other personal fouls that happen through the rest of this first quarter are automatic free throws given to Denison. So at the line is Nation Gilmore, who missed her first. Gilmore goes 1 for 2. So although the Coyotes' scoring output has been great, also shows you that they're in a little bit of foul trouble given that they're already in the bonus this early. So possession arrow is lifted up. So Coyotes come up with the turnover. Reagan Wright gets it to go down. And Wright on the steal once again, shooting it up for Cooper and intercepting that one in perfect form. Ivy Jackson with the slowdown, and no foul was called. So excellent form and footwork from Ivy Jackson to slow the barreling Jubilee Bass in transition. Handling with it up top was Corin Smith, wearing number 15 now into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Bass. She's got Robbins out there with her. Moves it over to Gilmore. Gilmore wants to size up Renfro. She drives, but Ivy with the steal, her second of the quarter. She's got Kyla Williams going with her, and not able to convert on the left-handed layup was Jackson. Going to come up with a steal, and everybody's there. Noel Renfro will take the glory off of the steal and the points off the turnover. Pass up ahead. It's a 1v4. Renfro holding this place down and coming up with the stop. So Noel Renfro stopping everybody in their tracks. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. 22-6 Coyotes. Kyla moving it for Ivy. It looks like she wasn't really ready. Renfro driving on baseline for herself, ran into a 3v1 and turned the ball over. Here's a hustle play. Ivy Jackson hustling for that one, able to come up with the steal, her third of the quarter. Moving it over for Cooper. She's flawless from that spot, and she remains so. 4 for 4 from the three-point line by Ayanna Cooper. 3 of them have been made in that spot. Kyla driving in. She split the defense, and she's going to maintain possession here for the Coyotes. So we'll see if Ayanna Cooper has one last triple in her before the end of this quarter. Into the game for the Coyotes is Jayla Williams as well as Achai Kowal, 22 and 2 respectively. Kowal, hook and drop step, and it goes through. Pressuring defense played by Ivy. So that will leave Denison with just about 8 seconds to work with here to try and get one more score here before the end of the first quarter and prevent the Coyotes from putting up 30 quickly through this one. So they're going to slow this down. Here's a long two taken just outside of the quarter, and that'll do it for this first quarter. Corin Smith's shot at the very end, no good, so the Coyotes still lead 27-6. So it's Kyla and Ivy out there with Achai, and then Zanaya Gentry is holding it down low, as I believe a shooting foul will go on Gentry here. Yeah, so Zanaya Gentry gets the foul, and her and Jayla Williams are the two bigs out there, as well as Achai. First one made at the line for Corin Smith. No stats available tonight for the Denison Yellow Jackets, and if you have been watching throughout the season on these playoff-bound Anna Coyotes, then you know exactly what kind of ball they play. A lot of points off of turnovers as Achai Kowal gets assessed with a reach-in foul there. Already 2 quick fouls in the first 20 seconds here in the game, or in the quarter, sorry, for the Coyotes. Lots of points off of turnovers, the ability to get offensive rebounds from excellent positioning on the offensive end, and really hawking down on these teams as they bring the ball up the court is where a lot of their turnovers come from. Look at the perimeter defense also being played there by Zanaya. Zone defense, way to stay home. Achai Kowal with a nice move, and she's going to get the rebound and go up again, and wasn't able to release that ball from her hands, and she knew it immediately. And a turnover. Inbound from Smith. It's all the way to the corner. Here's a corner shot taken by Riley Johnson. Nobody's going to be able to grab that rebound, so it'll be Anna Ball. So Kyla Williams and Ivy Jackson. I will say Kyla Williams did make her impact a bit later into the season, about 5 games into when I started working the games, or at least when KyoVision was airing them. Here's a deep 3 taken by Kyla. That's one of the things that I was just about to mention. Her range is probably the farthest on this team, and there's no doubt who has the most hustle on the team. It's Ivy. Gets that steal and immediately hands it off for Kyla. You really have to start guarding Kyla from right there, right where she passed that ball off, moving her into the corner, clearing out space for Ivy to work. Gentry, and it bounced off the hands of Williams and reset up at the top for Williams again. Skip pass. Going in for 2. Here's Kowal on the inside, able to grab that rebound. Now but it will put something up again, squaring her feet, taking the shot. Kyla Williams 0 for 2 from outside so far. Fast break coming up ahead for the Denison Yellow Jackets. The only one back there is Kyla Williams, and able to scare off the Yellow Jackets, forcing that one out of bounds. Now subbing in for the Yellow Jackets, number 3, Jaya Gilmore. So looking at this Denison roster, junior, sophomore, senior, senior, freshman, sophomore, junior, junior, senior. So with 3 seniors on this team, those 3 seniors being Massenberg, Babers, and Miley Beach. We have yet to see anything from Miley Beach as well as Ayana Babers so far this game, wearing 4 and 5 respectively. But we have seen a little bit of Massenberg. So this is a young team that these Coyotes are looking to bear down on. Timeout on the court. 29-7. Coyotes are up here in the second quarter on KyoVision.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long.
5:32 ticking down here in the second in the Coyote Den. Nash Lowry, here on the call. 23-9 Coyotes versus the 19-13 Denison Yellow Jackets. Denison has been eliminated from the playoffs. The Coyotes are playoff bound, looking to only increase their district win-loss percentage. They are currently 9-4 in district games. This is the last game of the season for Denison. Kyla Williams with her first three of the night. After starting 0 for 2, now 1 for 3. Got the ball rolling for Kyla Williams. Nice pass from the playmaking big at Massenburg. And after 2 shot attempts down low from Nation Gilmore, nothing able to go. Kyla drawing in the double team blitz. And that'll be a turnover. Now throwing this one out of bounds. Nice pressure from Kyla. Massenburg nearly had the handle. Now it's Cooper and Wright all alone. Easy slow motion play created by the turnover by Ayana Cooper. Ball movement creates a wide open shot for Jaya Gilmore. Her first points of the game. And a darn good shot, too. Gets them into double digits. Halfway gone in the second quarter. Kyla Williams, confident in her abilities. 1 for 4 on the night. Just getting started, though. So even though the Coyotes inflicted 2 fouls throughout the first 20 seconds of this quarter, they haven't fouled at all in the past 4 minutes. And essentially there has not been a foul on either side of these teams for the last 4.5 minutes. So really disciplined basketball we're seeing here at the end of the season from these two 5A teams. Pass inside for Renfro. It was deflected, but she was still able to come up with it. Renfro's open on the 3. Jab step, driving on the baseline. Tried to do a little bit of a scoop pass to Kowal. Now it's going the other way. Kyla on the stop down, and that'll be a shooting foul on Kyla Williams. So that will send Jaya Gilmore to the line. No stats provided for Denison. But it's fair to assume that Jaya Gilmore has a big impact when she is on the court. We've seen her involved in just about every possession. She's almost the one, I would say, who sets up the offense every single time. Massenburg has a pretty good handle. And in a jiffy is able to handle the ball and bring it up the court herself. Timeout called on the floor. 3:16 remaining in the second quarter. Coyotes up by a very large margin, up 23 in the second quarter. You're watching Coyovision.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission.
So once again, Jaya Gilmore at the line for the Denison Yellow Jackets. And that hits. So far, we're seeing a very well-rounded impact from pretty much everybody out here on this squad. 3 different players have made threes from outside, and pretty much the only player that has played who hasn't scored yet is Holland Jackson, and on her first field goal attempt of the game, along 2. Renfro, a shot from just 1 step inside the elbow, back rims and in. Awkward pass on the baseline. Gets a wide open shot for Rowley Johnson. Rebounded Renfro. And a little bit of a missed handoff. You could see Coach Leslie there was a bit like stood up like deer in the headlights trying to force that ball to not go outside, but out of bounds with his mind. Renfro drives to the hoop but gets stopped by Massenberg. Skip pass all the way over, tried to hit Jaya Gilmore, and it flies over her head and out. Now into the game for Denison, in comes Corin Smith as well as Nation Gilmore. So Massenberg and Johnson will head out. Right to the hoop, draws the double team. Renfro on the 3 ball. Coyotes collapse, but they're going to call even possession here, so that keeps the possession with the Coyotes. So even though that the Yellow Jackets, and I believe that was Jubilee Bess who fell down on it, had possession first, it was kind of stolen away there by the Coyotes. And don't know exactly what the call was there, and over and back signal was given. I believe they're going to call a carry, I think is what it was. So a carry will go to Ayanna Cooper, and that's what the turnover was. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's been all Coyotes all evening. Once again, another turnover. Reagan Wright driving confidently with her left hand, getting it done herself, taking it right off of the inbound, making it happen. 38-12, Coyotes lead. Looked like Ivy got a little bit of a tip on it. We saw heads collide. It's even possession, so this one will stay with Denison because of the upbringings on the previous possession arrow moment on the other side of the court where Anna won it. So there you go. Possession arrow now sticks back with Anna next time this comes up. Short 3-ball taken by Denison. Cooper grabs the rebound, although with a lot of contact. Ivy underneath the basket, and a foul is going to be called. Not sure on which side it is. We're going to have an inbound for the Coyotes. So they're going to call a foul on Denison, and they'll get Corin Smith with this one. We saw the bodies collide as the dive happened. There on the baseline. Cooper driving hard into the paint. That one just barely rolls out. Noel tracking it down. 2-on-2. Fast break. Yellow Jackets. Shooting foul for Holland Jackson. And first points of the game scored by the senior number 5, Ayanna Babers. Jackson a pass inside, tried to hit Ivy, and turned around and put up a left-handed hook shot. Oh, what a chase down block, if you want to call it that, by Ivy Jackson as she completely stopped that fast break. Things are moving just a bit too quickly, but getting some excellent approval off of an excellent play. Ivy Jackson to Coach Leslie. 45 left to go. Leading by 25 are the Coyotes. Showing a handle, able to get through 3 Coyotes, but final presence from Renfro was enough to throw her off. Here's the pass from Renfro. She kept it in bounds, but now going the other way is Denison. 25 remaining. Slowing down in the half court, nice handle, stepping inside, Euro step. That one deflected off by Ivy. So Denison's going to have 20 seconds to try and get one last score here before the end of the half. able to bait a shooting foul on Holland Jackson with some. No, they're actually going to call this one. Yes, so that is on Holland Jackson. So going to the line will be Nashawn Gilmore. Moved a little bit rickety as she was heading down and crashing into the paint, and that was able to throw off Holland enough. This is her first. Oh, what an excellent drop step from Reagan Wright. Had the defender on her back. Notice the mismatched feet work and used her own footwork to get by the defender. Last shot of the quarter taken, and that is the last play of this half. Reagan Wright ends it off confidently for the Coyotes. They lead 40-14 as we break for halftime on Coyote Vision. We'll be back with the rest of it after this.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Get it done right, right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Since 2008, the Anna ISD Education Foundation has worked in partnership with the school board and the school district staff to help further opportunities for Anna ISD students. We are a 501(c) not-for-profit corporation chartered to enhance and invest in educational excellence in the Anna Independent School District. Our programs include grants for great ideas for teachers and principals, and continuing education scholarships for teachers and students. These activities are made possible through generous donations from corporate partners, parents, AISD employees, private grants, and community organizations. Please visit our website at annaisd.org to find out how you can support the Anna Education Foundation.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Get it done right, right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Since 2008, the
Start of the third quarter, 40-14. Coyotes definitely owned the whole first half, and starting it off here rather quickly. 2 quick steals coming up on that possession with Cooper and Jackson touching the ball. Nash Lowry here inside the Coyote den. First quarter was off to a blazing start. Ayanna Cooper had she had 13 of the team's first 17 points at one point. She is 4 for 4 from the 3-point line here so far. Noel Renfro leads the team in offensive boards as well as fouls drawn. Ivy Jackson, of course, leads the team in steals. I mean, who else would be? But there have been 4 players so far here that have made threes so far in this game. And Kyla Williams is one of them. Driving, putting up just any shot that she could. Grabbing the O board was Renfro. She's got at least 5 of those by now. So starting out for the Coyotes, they've got the starters back in there, minus Holland Jackson. So it's Kyla Williams with the rest of the starters. Reagan Wright with a 3-ball, and that one's in. So the Coyotes now lead by, I believe that's 29. 3-ball taken in the corner by Callie Massenberg, and slow to get back on defense as Kyla Williams increasing the pace and scoring. Now they definitely lead by 30. They lead by 31 points. Quick pass inside. A pass deflection from Ivy Jackson ends up in a steal for Ayanna Cooper. Now going the other way and resetting. Here's Renfro on a wing 3. Cooper chasing it down. That one last out of bounds on Ayanna Cooper is what's going to be called there by the baseline judge. And timeout has been called here on the floor. I did not manage to see that, so we're going to take a break. 45-14, the Coyotes are looking to increase this scoring gap by way larger margins than there is right now. Stick around for the rest on Coyote Vision. Six minutes remaining in the third quarter. It's been a slow-moving offense for Denison, and that has been the biggest problem, is just quick turnovers, bringing the ball up the court. Coyotes have done amazingly, as they have with all of their games this season, but particularly against Denison in the beginning parts of this game are, increasing the pressure as the team brings it up the half court and being really decisive about the plays that they make. Just a little bit of a misplay, trying to instigate the offense a little bit too quickly was right. That one was smacked out of bounds on the close side by Ayanna Babers. So it certainly helps that the Coyotes' ball security is second to none as Cooper is able to get that one to go. She now has 20 points on the evening. So Coyotes have some great ball security, and they're able to pluck apart the weaknesses that they find in other teams, especially whenever it comes to ball handling. And they're certainly making that happen against Denison. Nice pass deflection from Ivy. Three ball taken in the corner and good for, yes, that's going to be Riley Johnson on the three. The first made three of the night for Denison. Kyla bounce pass inside. That's going to be off the foot of Nashawn Gilmore. And that turns into a Gilmore layup on the other end. And nice defense played by Kyla Williams. No foul. Accurate pass from Cooper finds Ivy right underneath the hoop to make that score deficit, or difference, I should say, go back up to 32. And another three made in the corner by Riley Johnson. So Johnson just made back-to-back threes on back-to-back possessions from the same spot. Cooper, and her first missed three of the evening. And Ivy Jackson is going to put up a shot that is going to bait a shooting foul. They will call this shooting foul on Denison, Ayanna Babers. So Corin Smith comes back into the game, and so does Bess. Jubilee Bess in the game for the Yellow Jackets. Coyotes haven't made a substitution change through the whole part of this third quarter. So that is an 8-0 run that Nashawn Gilmore is on by herself. She has scored the last 8 points. I shouldn't say it's an 8-0 run because the Coyotes have scored as well, but she has scored the last 8 points for Denison. But Kyla Williams coming back on the same side and making it happen with the three ball. They're up by 31. There was a three taken just barely off backboard and rimmed out from Riley Johnson. And now another substitution change. So Jaya Gilmore into the game for Denison. Driving to the hoop, got that ball stripped away, and Kyla Williams just barely able to turn around and remember where that ball was. Cooper taken. She's missed her last two, but she grabs the offensive board, makes it happen for herself. It's a 4-on-1 underneath the hoop. And they'll call even possession, which gives possession to Denison after Ayanna Cooper worked really hard on the offensive end after her missed three. So into the game now, Renfro and Cooper sub out, and Gentry and Kowal come in. Creating a three-ball opportunity that was just barely off. Scooping that one up was Gilmore, able to save that one. Gentry moving it over for Ivy. Inside with a harsh pass to Kowal. Kowal keeps this one here. Reagan Wright with a fake outside. Wow, what a brilliant fake. Faked the hit outside to Zanaya Gentry and stuttered her step in order to score the inside paint baskets. Pass inside and deflected away. They're going to keep it though. Riley Johnson had to pick up her dribble. Gentry playing pestering defense, and finally Jaya Gilmore with the reset. Shot taken and rebounded. Bucket is good off of the missed three from Riley Johnson. Put back in by Beach. Ivy Jackson inside and got pressed on a hard foul after Corin Smith did not let her bring her hands up. Ivy misses her first free throw of the game. And the second one goes down, 1 for 2 for Ivy Jackson. Minute 40 remaining here in the third quarter. Coyotes have only allowed 10 points in this game, and they've also forced 7 turnovers. That one being the 8th turnover. So just to go over the details of these two teams once again, a 19 and 13 Denison team, which had had success in a lot of their district games. A hard pass from Gentry, able to keep that one in. So 19 and 13 team in the regular season. They had done fine in their non-district games, I should say. But whenever it's come to district games, it's been a little bit more of a struggle. They have the markings of a good team, however. One of the things that normally leads you to winning games is scoring more than you get scored on. And when it comes to that exchange, they've scored about 200 more points. We'll call it 150 more points than they have allowed over the course of the season. It's been really tough for them in these district matchups, in a really tough district that Anna has been able to do really well in. Open creation opportunity. Chawol with the chase down, and Achai Kowol is going to get assessed with a shooting foul. Only the Coyotes' first foul of the whole quarter. So excellent disciplined teams we are seeing here. I mean, it's really tough for a team to only have one foul through a whole quarter of play. Beach misses her first. Makes her second. Hard pass received well by Kowol. Handoff to Jayla. Kowol grabs the rebound, and it's picked up. So Reagan Wright is chasing down, trying to match up, and not able to hold off the driving in transition Jubilee Bess. Going back on her own side and able to force some contact there, but they're actually going to call a traveling before she got that shot off. Jaya Gilmore back into the game for Denison. Dwindling in the third quarter. Pass deflected by Jayla. Ivy playing nice perimeter defense, stepping in to the paint, not getting any foul. Jackson comes up with the O-board. It's going to be up to Reagan Wright and Kowol. Can she get it up before the buzzer goes off? And no. But regardless, Coyotes still with an extremely comfortable lead. They lead by 29 here as we head into the fourth quarter on Coyote Vision. Last home game of the season. 4th, and the Coyotes are looking to end this thing swiftly. The storyline of the previous game was that the Coyotes needed to win against Walnut Grove in order to control their own destiny. If they had lost in the previous week, then they absolutely would have needed a win in this game, but it would have depended on teams like McKinney North and Melissa losing their games in order to make it possible for the Coyotes. But since they won against Walnut Grove 38-34 after some clutch free throws from Ayanna Cooper, they control their own destiny, and that locked them into the playoffs. So after this game, they will be 10-4 on the season when it comes to district, as well as 24-10 overall. I don't think the Sherman game has actually been clocked in officially whenever it comes to the total breakdown of the history. Yes, so the Sherman game has been clocked in. So yes, they will have a record of 24-9 to end their season. So it's Ivy, Reagan, Noel, Holland, Jackson on the baseline drive. She had an open shot, but turned around to try and get a reverse. Made it happen too quickly. And then finally, Jayla Williams out there with him as well. Open 3-ball attempt taken by Beach, and that one is going to be off. Her first shot attempt of the game from behind the arc. Taking as long as they can to set up their possession, making sure they're getting these plays really sound and down packed before playoffs hit. Skip pass. Reagan back over to Noel. Save by Holland Jackson, but her foot was on the line. Tried to save that one, making a bit of a hard contact with the wall, but showing the relentless hustle that Ivy Jackson brings to every game, regardless of the score in the situation. Poked away on that one, and that'll be a no for the second time in a row. Holland's foot was on the baseline, so it'll stick possession with Denison. Taken and off by Massenberg. Ivy falls on the ground after getting that one to go. Nice play. Ivy pass in the corner. Holland creates an open shot for her. She steps inside to take a bit of a bank shot too. Grabs her own rebound. Now here's a mid-range from Holland, and it bobbles around. 2 offensive rebounds in a row for Ivy. Now hustling and scratching to get that one back. And that'll be a foul on Jayla Williams. So Williams subs out and Cooper comes back in. So it is all of the starters out there for the Coyotes. Up by 29 here in the 4th. I don't think we've seen a score here in the 4th quarter after a turnover by Bess. So coming up after this game, you got the 21-7 boys Denison team going up against the 11-19 Anna team. the Anna Coyotes. That's coming up right after this game, so stick around to see Lamine Foon and RJ Gardner and Carson Jones, as well as everybody else, try and give the Yellow Jackets a run for their money. Another traveling. It's been back-to-back turnovers from both teams here in the fourth quarter. So some things to, and another traveling. So some things to think about going into playoffs. Still no Cheyenne Caps. Dimini Pirtle sits on the sideline for the time being. So although they are in this game, that doesn't mean they won't be in the next game. We'll make sure to get that information from Coach following the game. Make sure y'all have everything that you need to know going into playoff action as Renfro lands the corner three. In and out dribble into the corner for Holland. Puts the ball on the floor just outside of Renfro's wingspan. Now everybody collapsing down. Nice play by Ivy. No foul called. Dragan, there's a cutting Jackson. Ivy Jackson with the cut gets into double digits with that point in the paint. Nice right-handed finish for the Southpaw Steeler. 61-27, halfway left to go here in this fourth quarter of the game. It's been a great last home game for the Anna Coyotes as they are ready to go head to the playoffs. First, we got to get this done with this one on Coyote Vision. One 27. Once again, gosh, it's got to be like the 20th pass deflection from Ivy Jackson. She is just so great at reading where these passes go. Let's call it 21 for Ivy. Advance pass, right. Bounce pass for Cooper. And Cooper took a bit of a rhythm dribble. Volleyball attempt. She gets her own rebound. Man, the conditioning on Ivy Jackson is next level. And that is her fifth made three on the night for Ayana Cooper. 15 of her points have come solely from the three-point line on a night where she is well above double digits. A nice step inside for the Denison Yellow Jackets and Corin Smith. Her first three ball of the game sails over. We'll call it a pass to the other Jackson. Cooper, a bit off. It's going to stay with the Coyotes here, though. Officially 3 minutes remaining. Zanaya Gentry back in, as is Achai Kowal. Gonna stay with Denison. So the schedule, the playoff schedule, is not up just yet. So it will be up to the committee once this game is all wrapped up and finished with, and the Coyotes rise to 24-9 on a season, to decide where the first playoff game will be. There's been a few rumblings that it will be somewhere in East Texas, so we will have a post-game interview coming up with Coach Leslie after the game. So stick around on either this broadcast, or we might switch over to the boys broadcast before conducting that interview. So just have to stay with us for the whole night. Remember, we got the boys coming up after. They're going to play Denison as well right after this game. 3 ball taken. It'll be a 2 on the floor. Her foot was on the line. And Jackson's going to bait another foul. 2 minutes remaining. Coyote with a step inside, took a little bit of a contact on the shot. And a foul on Coyote. It's her 3rd foul of the game. And timeout called by Denison to slow down this game. 1 minute, 33 seconds remaining in the last home game for the Anna Coyotes this season as they head on to playoffs in the next minute and a half. I'll go ahead and keep it here. Only a 30-second timeout called by head coach Bigelow, or excuse me, head coach Baldia. Head coach Justin Baldia partnered up with assistant coach Gail Bigelow as well as assistant coach Whitney Jones. (64-31) Coyotes lead by 33. And it's been that way pretty much the whole game. It started off with Cooper. She made her first 4 threes, I believe. Maybe she shot 3 for 4. But anyway, she made her first 3 as a guarantee. So whenever your team starts off with 3 made threes, you know you're doing something amazingly right. Cooper on the bully ball, and they'll call an offensive foul on Ayana Cooper as she drove to the net. So charging foul on Cooper. Stepping inside after getting bookended by both Coyote and Renfro. 1 minute remaining in this game. Jab step from Cooper. Zanaya tried to head inside, lost her dribble. Advance pass, and it's too far once again. Bringing the ball up slowly. And off of her foot again, back-to-back turnovers from Zanaya Gentry. Ivy Jackson just putting on a show, properly stealing that ball away and letting time dribble out on an amazingly successful season. Multiple returners, multiple successful Coyotes. 24-9 is their final regular season record. Going 10-4 in district brings them up to second place in district play. And the Coyotes win 64-31, all capped off. Leading scorer Ayanna Cooper making 5 threes this evening. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll have an interview from Coach Leslie, and then we will move on to the boys' game coming up on Coyote Vision. So we are going to stay here while the rest of the team wraps up with their final huddle, and Coach Leslie will come.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long.